Hello, everyone. Yes, I'm loving my guides at the moment. They are really being clear about the times when I need to just sit down and make spontaneous videos. And it's usually when I have no makeup on and my hair looks like a bird's nest. So, and I can't be bothered. So I'm just, um, yes, you have me as I am. Um, Something that is very, very present to me at the moment, and that has been coming up for myself and a lot of my clients. It's been coming up over the years, but it seems to be more present than ever at the moment, which is all of these very strange reversal and inversion programs that I'm finding where people's good intentions, their prayers, their energy work, the healing work is somehow being flipped, being reversed, being inverted, and actually causing problems in their life. And what the guides are saying is that this is part of our expanded consciousness and a deepening into our truth is helping us to hit upon some deeper layers where I would call this historic and cultural sort of gaslighting, cultural gaslighting, um, gaslighting in the collective, and where we have really been manipulated. And I'm not, again, going to go through and down any rabbit holes to talk about where that's showing up for you or showing up in your life or showing up in the collective. But they've just asked me to come on and do a really quick clearing of any reversal or inversion programming that you might have taken on. Now, this is as simple as setting that intention, that anytime you're asking to send a prayer or do a healing, just ask that any manipulation of that, any reversal, any inversion of that, anywhere that's getting flipped around, um, or sent back to you as some sort of negative or attack energy, that be cleared by your higher self. And any sort of extraneous energies connected in with that also be cleared. I always set a clear intention before I do any kind of spiritual work that I am in total divine alignment with my highest soul self, my highest integrity, my highest truth, and that there is no distortion coming through that, there is no interference coming through that. I also ask that anything I do is with harm to none, for the highest good of me and all involved, and that any wider reach of my work, because so many of us have a wider reach without even realizing it. We're all connected through unity, love, consciousness. We're all part of that divine oneness, and trusting in that highest frequency of unconditional love is really where it's at. So I'm just going to tune in. I'm just going to see what they want me to do, because they just want me to share a really simple process just to clear from you anywhere your thoughts, intentions, prayers, your work has either been taken in the wrong way, manipulated, transposed is a word that they're giving me at the moment. I haven't used that word to describe this before, but transposed, inverted, reversed, undone, or taken and put into a different program, a different agenda, or something that isn't for your highest good or for the collective's highest good. So as I tune in, one of the processes that I teach in my groups, first and foremost, I'm just going to do now, which is a really simple, quick aligning to your divinity, clearing and protection process. And I'm just going to invite you to close your eyes and just bring your attention or your awareness to your heart space, deep in your heart space, and just see, sense, or imagine a pinpoint of the purest light there, like a small speck, like a little star in your heart. And just see, sense, or imagine that this speck of light is your purest soul self. It is incorruptible, It cannot be harmed, it cannot be undone, it can never be destroyed. It was always there, it will always be there. It can never be stolen, it can't be taken from you. And this is the part of you that cannot be manipulated, that cannot be changed or altered. And I want you to just begin the process of imagining that you can pull all of your energy into that speck of light, as though you're shrinking yourself down. And as you shrink yourself down, your conscious intention is to disconnect from any other energy, any thought forms, any programs, any news media, any electromagnetic interference, any manipulation, any energies flying around, any toxicity, any pollution, anything at all that isn't serving you for your highest good. And you just keep shrinking yourself down, a little bit like Ant-Man. Just keep making yourself smaller and smaller and smaller in your consciousness, so that you're going to find yourself completely residing now inside that spark of light, as though you're returning to your original spark of your divinity. And this spark contains all the codes of your original divine blueprint. And as I said, that cannot be tampered with. And as you make yourself small and find yourself really residing within that spark, just see it as though you're tiny inside your heart, with this sphere of light around you now, like this teeny tiny spark of light has become a blazing ball of sun around you, and you're contained within it. And this is a great process to do if you're out and about in public and you feel overwhelmed by the energies around you, or if you're in a big crowd and you're very sensitive. Our sensitivity is getting bigger and bigger now, so and more acute, I'm finding. But we don't want to be feeling vulnerable when we're out and about. So it's great if you're at a party or something and you feel like you want to shield yourself, cocoon yourself, shrink your energy down, bring your consciousness within, ground yourself and anchor yourself in that spark of light. If you want to feel even more grounded, imagine that spark of light traveling from your heart down into your lower belly. And you can just sit it either in your base chakra or in the sacral chakra, somewhere below your belly button in the lower half of your body. You can put it down in your Earth Star chakra if you want to feel super grounded, and just feel the gravity pulling you down and anchoring you into the beautiful frequencies of Earth. And we're talking the highest vibration and timeline of Earth, the highest energies of Earth, and that beautiful elemental kingdom, Divine Mother, holding you. So that's one process to just help you feel safe, cocooned, and grounded. And you'll feel yourself detaching from any matrices, any holograms, any versions of reality that are no longer serving you or that aren't serving you. And you just can feel yourself, through your intention, unhooking yourself from any influence. And this is really specific here: any external influence that isn't serving you for your highest good. And even though there are people in our lives that might think they have our highest and best interests at heart and might think they have good intentions for us, sometimes that can impact us. And an example of this was yesterday, on Sunday, my husband and I borrowed a car from his parents, and we took the car out for the day. And when we first got in the car and started driving, even though I'd done all my kind of protection protocols, there was still a bit of interference, and people were driving really erratically and crazily around us. And I was like going, what is this interference? Why are we getting people like cutting us up and doing this? And I asked my guides, what is this? And they just said, mother's worries. So even his mother worrying for us, you know, because he hadn't driven in a while, I suppose. I have no idea, but she loves to worry. Even his mother's worries for us were sending thought forms that was actually causing almost like a need for worry. So it came from a good place, but it wasn't serving us. So I had to clear those thought forms. So again, if you want to just ask that anyone's prayers or intentions or wishes for you are aligned with your highest good, your highest purpose, your highest integrity. And we just want to clear anything, even that is well-meaning, that might not be serving us. And that also clears any old rescuer programs and things like that. So as you shrink yourself down and you now find yourself within that spark of light, you can even see yourself becoming that spark of light. We're just going to bring it back up into the heart. We're just going to keep it in the heart. We're now going to begin to expand our consciousness back out with this spark of light. So we allow ourselves to take up more space, and we allow our original divine blueprint to take up more space. So any falsehoods, reversals, inversions, thought forms, anything, and that includes black magic, curses, spells, hexes, anything sent either consciously or unconsciously, anything known or unknown, anything physical or metaphysical. We're just going to ask to clear this out. I work with the diamond flame frequencies and also the universal golden ray. And the diamond flame contains all the colors of the rainbow at their highest frequency level. It also contains the pearlescent ray. So this is a ray of grace, of peace, and especially for the more sensitive, the empaths, the healers, those that are on a soul mission, this helps to allow you to feel safe, to be soft, allow you to feel safe, to be gentle, to not feel like you've got to go out into the world, fighting and going into battle against dark and all of that stuff. It just helps you to just stay in your own vibration, honor your sensitivity while feeling safe and not worried about being barraged by things, and not worried that your intentions are going to be taken and misused or abused or misinterpreted or miscommunicated. This is all about really getting clear on our purpose, our intention, and even if we're not able to fully articulate that, some of us are more articulate than others when it comes to using the words that we need to describe what we want to put out into the world. It's more a vibration. So knowing that you're aligning with your truest core vibration of unconditional love. Know that you're worthy and deserving of feeling safe and of your needs being met as you set the intention to be of service. We also want to ask that the universe be also serving you, also working for you, that your highest spiritual timeline is matched by your highest physical material timeline, and that those meet, because we don't want to be like giving away our power or going like, oh, I'm here in service, but I'm also not getting my needs met. I can't pay my rent. So we want that to work in tandem, and all duality to come into harmony. That beautiful kind of those two spheres, dark and light, good and bad, right and wrong, left and right, male and female, crossing at the center, forming a beautiful like Vesica Pisces shaped doorway around you of protection. So now as we sit in the spark of light within our heart, and we have this beautiful like seed of protection around us, again in beautiful diamond white light, that Vesica Pisces of new earth, new frequency, letting go of judgment, sitting back and coming into unconditional love and trust. Trust is a superpower. So it can be that we might feel ourselves, in my previous video I spoke about the crossroads, and sometimes we feel confusion, we don't know where we're going, we can't see the wood for the trees, and that can create fear. But if we sit back and we sit in absolute trust and we say to ourselves, I don't know how I'm getting through this, but I have absolute trust that it's going to turn out in the highest and best way. And that's usually the time when the door opens and we can feel our way forward once again. So now we're going to set the intention, and we're going to work with our clean anger as a superpower, okay? So anywhere you are feeling frustrated, anywhere you feel unfairness, injustice in the world, anywhere you're feeling angered by what's being done in the world on any level, anything that is not resonating with your highest truth and with love energy, anywhere you feel like this is really unfair, I don't appreciate this, you're allowed to feel that anger. Anger is a valid human emotion, but what we want to do is we want to use it in a way that is clean and clear and for the highest good. So this spark of light in your heart, I want you to feel where you're holding your sacred fire of anger in your body, and anywhere there's trapped or suppressed emotion around this anger. And I want you to imagine you're pulling all that anger into that spark of light, all that frustration. And as it comes into the spark of light within your heart space, you're connecting it to unconditional love. And it is being transmuted back into the holy fires of unconditional love through your innocence, through your desire to do good in the world, through your divine will and authority, and through your truth. As you call it into that sphere, see that sphere of light in your heart, including all of yourself, your consciousness, your energy field, bursting into diamond white, powerful flame. And we're going to use this flame, first of all, spherically. So we're going to see that as you expand your consciousness out, you're going to see yourself growing bigger now, a bit like Alice in Wonderland, growing bigger and bigger and bigger, and taking that ball of light with you that is surrounding you as you grow and expand to take up more space within your physical body, letting your consciousness fill your entire physical body. You're bringing that white fire and filling your whole physical body like an inner white sun. You are ablaze with it, and then see the edge of that sphere of consciousness, that white fire coming all the way around you now, so that you're sitting in your body. You are body shaped once more, and you have this sphere of protective fire that is your whole energy field and your consciousness spherical around you as blazing white fire. And you can set the perimeter of that in close to your auric field, or you can fill the whole room that you're in, your whole home. If you want to bring it around the whole earth, you can. There won't be a limit to how far you can expand that sphere of consciousness, because it is you at your most divine. And you'll find that the more you try and find the edge of it, the more it just keeps going. But for now, we want to set it to a level where you feel safe and held and protected. And we're just going to allow you to sit within that for a moment. And it's blazing and burning out now of your energy field on all levels: mind, body, soul, spirit, subtle bodies, chakras, nadis, meridians, all parts of you, etheric field. Again, anything that doesn't serve you. And this includes frequencies, technologies, thought forms, interferences of any kind. Just clearing that out, aligning you more and more and more to your bliss, to your peace, to your truth. Writing, especially, we're setting a powerful intention to write any reversals, to bring everything into alignment with divine truth, divine right action, divine integrity, divine love, and to your highest divine soul blueprint and your intention. And peace and love for all. And we're going to share this blueprint with whoever needs it as we send it out into the cosmos. So sitting in this sphere of light, become aware of where we pulled all the holy fire of our anger into our heart. See it transmuting into diamond white light. And I want you to think of a situation in your life, and it might be something on a personal level, a whole situation, something on a personal level, or something that you might have seen on the news, something that's playing out maybe at work, or something that's impacting you where injustice, unfairness is involved. Somewhere you can see or you feel really strongly that people are not acting in integrity. Somewhere where you feel people are being hoodwinked or abused. And this includes covert abuse. Sometimes covert abuse can be really, really subtle. So it could be that there is even a situation in your own life where you don't even know, you're not sure whether you're being abused or not. You're second guessing yourself. You're thinking, well, that person's not acting in full integrity, but I also don't know my part in it. Maybe I'm not acting fully in integrity. Anyway, you're second guessing yourself. And what we're going to do is we're going to use this flame, this diamond flame, like a fire hose of truth. We're going to direct it through pure unconditional love and power to the situation at hand. And that includes all thought forms, belief systems, programs, anywhere, anyone, any behaviors. And we're not causing harm to anyone. The key in this is for the highest good with harm to none, that any untruths, any distortions, any manipulations, any abuses be cleared away, and that we can see through the lens of the whole of the divine truth. So this is really aligning us to our discernment. It's a powerful tool for discernment. It allows you to be able to make the highest decisions for yourself. So this is leading on to my previous video about the crossroads, that we can know our way forward by seeing the whole truth of a situation. So it's a great revealer. So you can have multiple levels of this too. There might be something in your personal life. There might be something in multiple aspects of your life where you can see it as a pattern replicated. So sometimes I see this, the microcosm is reflected in the macrocosm, and I see something happening in my personal life and I'm like, ooh, actually I can really see where that is amplified on a global stage, and I'm being shown the minute intricacies of it through maybe a personal relationship or a personal situation, or even just an experience. And then I'm like, ooh, actually that translates into this bigger program that's been playing out in our society for a long time. So just the best way to do this is actually to follow the feeling. What makes you feel really frustrated? Where do you not fully have all the picture in terms of your knowledge, but you can just feel there's something not right about the situation? And I want you to call that up. Now, that might be an industry, it could be an institution, it could be, like I said, a news story or an article that you've read, something that's triggered this, that you're going, I'm reading this, but I'm not feeling that that's in complete alignment with the truth. Anything that you don't feel is in integrity. If it is in integrity, then it will be revealed to you that it is. Okay, so this white fire is causing no damage. It is kind of like the energy of the goddess being implemented in her highest love and compassion, but it's like a ruthless compassion of truth. It's, I'm not messing. I'm saying no to anything that isn't for my highest good, my highest truth. I'm directing this flame of deep love and compassion, truth and honesty and integrity at this whole situation. Be prepared, because equally you will be shown, as you direct it to the situation, you might be shown where you haven't fully been acting in integrity. Sometimes we can hoodwink ourselves, okay? And sometimes that cognitive dissonance runs deep. So if there's anywhere that you need to change your attitude, that will also become apparent. But know that you will be shown this really lovingly. We have a whole team of beautiful Elohim angels coming to overlight this whole process. In particular, I have Grace Elohim coming forward. So she's making sure that everything happens with grace and ease, and she's saying there's no rugs going to come out from under you. She's here to offset any shock or trauma, to make sure that this truth is revealed in the gentlest, most loving, most peaceful way possible. So any miscommunications will be resolved peacefully, okay? We ask for grace, ease, and peace, and love, unconditional love. So when you're ready, just see this going off like a beautiful fire hose of diamond white light, or a Catherine wheel of diamond white light, going into the whole situation, clearing through any untruths, miscommunications, lack of integrity, any lies, any distortions. And we're going to ask that the lid be lifted on anywhere this truth hasn't been fully revealed, anywhere there is psychological abuse, covert abuse, gaslighting, manipulation on any level. And we're just going to watch that all dissolve. And you might see it a little bit like a dark smoke clearing. You might see it like, I see it like a dark grid of energy clearing. And I'm also seeing something a little bit like when you get that white noise on the TV, and you get the static on the TV, a little bit like things are grayed out, and it's not fully black and white. We're not fully seeing the picture clearly. And I'm seeing all that static just clearing in the ethers, any of those dark grids being released. And I'm also seeing kind of like a spinning top, which represents the reversal energy. And that spinning top, I'm just going to spin back the other way and ask that it spin according to divine truth. That's now translating as my energy body, my light body, and you'll get this as well, your light body. And I'm seeing the diamond. And this is something I use in my Archangel Alchemy healing system, is the diamond shield in the energy field. And we're going to spin that diamond, first of all, around to your right, so in a clockwise direction. And we're just going to ask to align to the highest truth. And then we're going to spin it around to the left, clearing out any lies, distortions. And then you might see that diamond split into two, but overlapping over each other. One spins right, one spins left, and that creates a centrifugal force, opening the 0 point energy field, opening to neutrality, unconditional love, and non-judgment. And I just see a beautiful doorway of light. It's like two sliding doors have opened to reveal more light, and it's like this pillar of light coming all the way down through our crown from infinite source and down through earth, aligning you to your highest divine will, authority, integrity, unconditional love, your highest purpose, stepping into that new light. And just feel anything that needs to clear from your energy field being released from you. I'm particularly seeing a lot coming out of the spinal cord. And I see, again, that sliding doors thing. It's like the heart opening wide. So doors of light opening wide in the heart. I'm also seeing doors opening over the eyes. So anywhere we've been blinkered or blinded to truth, any cognitive dissonance, any coercive control kind of clearing off. And all the channels of communication opening with this light as well. Bringing you back into the integrity and wisdom of your highest divine soul energy, love energy, your beautiful heart. Knowing that all your work is being taken in the right way, is being done for the highest good, and is not being usurped, manipulated, controlled, abused, or misused. And that's multidimensional, holographic on every level. Just, again, feeling into this white flame, and I just want you to fill that diamond now with the white flame. Know that you've got a diamond shield around you. Just shine as brightly as you need to. Let that whole diamond around you be filled with the diamond white fire. And this will just alchemize your energy field. If there's any further healing that needs to happen, you're welcome to keep that running in the background. Your higher self will know when that healing needs to end. And if you're watching this video, whenever you're watching it, I'm getting that for the next 3 days, you'll receive healing through this diamond starlight healing chamber. And all this is unconditional love. It's just aligning you to unconditional love, okay? It's deprogramming anything that shouldn't be there, but it's not programming anything else in other than divine unconditional love. But you can set intention to program into it anything you want. So you can ask to program in money in abundance and whatever color or frequency you see that as. I see that as gold. You can ask to program in like romantic love, and you might see that as a beautiful pink light. You can program in forgiveness. I always see that as like a ruby red. You can program in protection, which I always see as indigo or cobalt or sapphire blue. And on my clock as I record this, it's 1818. I've been having double numbers all day. 8 and 1 always adds up to 9, and the 99 adding up to 18, which of course is the goddess number. And in my book I've written about this 3, 6, and 9 that Nikola Tesla used to talk about, the vortex mathematics, and that being the mathematics that proves the existence of life beyond the physical and the power of our consciousness to change and recreate our reality as at will. And we are powerful co-creators. So processes like this, they're quite simple, but if you call back your power, take back the reins of your life, trust, and set your intention that you know exactly where you're directing your intention and your integrity, and it's going to the highest level to help all. And I always ask that everything I do for me also be offered in service to the all. But it's that thing about the oxygen mask. It's always good to heal self first, to make sure your energy field is clean and clear and that your intentions are not being misused or taken the wrong way. So we're just going to seal the fields. I always place a finger to my lips to seal the fields, and I just see that diamond clicking into place. That beautiful sphere of white fire and light that we opened around ourselves. We're just going to seal that in gold light. And then I see it wrapping around us like a beautiful golden cloak of protection. And I have beautiful Archangel Metatron just coming in, and he's just bringing his Metatron's cube and the golden mean ratio, that divine mathematics, divine alignment, to the building blocks of creation, down through all of our energy fields, cleansing, aligning, bringing everything back into divine truth and sovereignty, just flooding your whole system now with golden light, sovereignty. And a beautiful affirmation that you can say is, I am a sovereign divine human. I am in 100% alignment with my divine purpose, with divine unconditional love, with divine integrity, and all the other things that you need. You can add to that as you will. And, I am helping to manifest a new golden earth for all based on love. And just allow all that imagery to dissolve around you now, or to just integrate, bring your awareness back into your physical body, your here and now, and just allow yourself to just sit in your physical body, feel the edge of your physical body, bless the body as the house of the soul. Just tune into how you feel. And some of you might have really felt a shift in energy. I'm feeling a real opening of the sphere of gnosis at the throat, the sphere of our wisdom. And, this is really, I'm hearing, as I speak it, so shall it be. We think about in biblical terms, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was made flesh. Our voices, what we speak, including what we think, really do help to create our reality. So what words are you speaking? What words are you speaking to yourself? Many of us have been negatively programmed to beat ourselves up, put ourselves down. How often do we go, oh, idiot, but we're actually abusing ourselves by doing that. So anytime you catch yourself doing that, just say, cancel, clear, delete. I love myself. I'm amazing. I'm so proud of you. And I'm so proud of you. And you're going to reflect back, get more back in the same frequency that you're putting out, that frequency of love. I just want to pull us a card before I go, and the Archangel Fire Oracle just basically threw itself at me as I was walking through the living room. So I just want to see which angel, which message wants to come through for us tonight as I record this. So there we go, Gabriel, there's our communication. Blowing your own trumpet is the message that I'm hearing today. Blow your own trumpet. Be proud of yourself. And that, again, is the white light of that integrity, knowing that your messages are going to be seen, heard, read, and taken in the right intention that you want to put out into the world. We have Uriel coming through with the fire in his hand and the forgiveness. So Uriel helping to cleanse and clear again, any miscommunication, anywhere you haven't forgiven or anywhere you're holding unforgiveness in your heart. I get this whole thing of bless them, they know not what they do. And this is about Camael, really the warrior angel. This is about discernment. He's holding an axe in one hand, or a tomahawk, and a peace pipe in the other. And only you will know through the integrity of your heart when it is time to sit in peace and when it is time to stand up and fight. And sometimes unconditional love means we have to say no. And, using that firepower of that holy diamond fire of our clean anger is one of the ways we can do that without having to go into physical or verbal battle with somebody. We can sit back and go, I don't accept this. And protect ourselves that way. And then finally, both together, we have Christiel and Metatron. So this is very divine masculine energy here. I've got the gold ray, which we had coming through, and the diamond ray with all the rainbow colors. And this is about really standing in our power. And if we're going to be using, and I love that we've got Metatron's cube, exactly what we just did, and Christiel working from the heart and radiating the codes of light from the heart, which is exactly what we did. And I feel like there's this thing about, using our magic, knowing that our intentions are actually the building blocks of creation. So we're helping to build our physical reality through our spiritual intention and work. So what are we creating? And the energies I'm finding are souping up majorly now. Like our thoughts are creating our reality so much faster than they previously were. This is really rapid. The more we work on our consciousness and we filter through those layers, we're going to start seeing rapid manifestations of what we're putting out there. And so being aware of our thoughts and our words, my throat's going as I'm saying this, is really, really highly important. And some of us might be experiencing a bit of a crisis point or a bit of inner chaos around this, because it might be that, like I said in the Crossroads video, I guess, that you don't yet fully know your way forward. You're being offered a new opportunity, but that hasn't fully taken shape and you're waiting for answers, where actually your soul is now asking you to lead. So if you could choose your way forward, what kind of world would you want to live in? What kind of life would you want to create for yourself? How would that manifest, first of all, as an emotion? And if you were going to put that emotion as a thought or a sentence or a word or a vibration out into the world, what would that look like? I am living in a world of unity, love, consciousness, where all have access to love, peace, abundance, and feel loved and supported. You know, those kinds of phrases, if we say that from the heart, really do send out a ripple effect across our planet. The final two cards that really want to be shown here is Zadkiel, who I've depicted as Saint Germain with the violet flame. So he's the alchemist. Like, this is confirmation that you are alchemizing your life. So what are you creating? What are you letting go of? What are you bringing in? And then what are you birthing? The beautiful Holy Sophia energies. Again, that diamond white light. And she is pregnant with all possibility. And I have her represented by beloved Mary Magdalene and the chalice well in the card. So I get the word renewal, that there's a beautiful energy of renewal coming in at this time. And depending on when you're watching this video, time is relative. Time is actually a human construct, really, so we can bend and stretch time. So I'm recording this in June 2023, but you know, this is going to stay on my channel. So if you're watching it later, know that this energy, this vibration of renewal, is also there for you now, in your reality, at whatever time you're viewing this video. So I hope that helps, and just know that our intention is powerful, and we have a powerful ability to bring peace to any situation. If you're faced with conflict, just project your consciousness into the future and see the situation as already healed and resolved, and refuse to take anything less than that. See the healing coming out in the highest and best way possible. See all parties involved from that higher perspective getting along, all misunderstandings healed, and love and peace permeating the whole situation, and you will literally think it into being. You can fake it till you make it. So I wish you a beautiful day, evening, wherever you are in the world. If anyone is interested in learning how to tune in a little bit deeper to their own guidance and their own guide teams, and develop their psychic and spiritual powers, I'm actually running a 1-day channeling course coming up, and all the details are on my website, alexandrawenman.com/events, and I think that is actually coming up on the 8th of July. I could be wrong though, so do check the website off the top of my head. I'll be sharing all my channeling protocols. I also share them in this book here, but we will be deepening into it. We will be doing an actual channeling practice. Channeling isn't just a party trick. It is actually a very, very powerful tool to help you discern your way forward. If you can channel well, you can find out all kinds of things. You can have conversations with your body to find out why there are injuries and illness. You can you can't really be lied to if you can channel well. So it's a great tool for discernment and aligning with your highest truth and calling in your support. So I hope to see you all there. For those of you among us who are writers or scribes, or who want some help with planning or channeling your books, your texts, your poems, your articles as well, I'm about to run a 6-week course called The House of the Scribe, where we will be doing practical techniques, writing techniques to help get you writing, get the writing flowing, also some channeling techniques, also some activations to align you to the highest energies of whatever message wants to come through you, and clearing some of that, there we go, old throat chakra stuff that might be making you feel a bit blocked. I'm hoping that it will also be part of a bigger community eventually. I know that when I was writing my books and my oracle decks, I joined writers groups, and it just really helps to be amongst like-minded people, and if you want to write, just tell yourself you're already a writer, and it really works wonders. So Anyway, I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. Lots of love. Please do, if you feel it's going to help some people, please feel free to like and share. I'd love to hear your comments below, and I'm hoping to keep making more of these. I'm going to continue with my interviews as well. And yeah, just to wish you a beautiful day. Thank you so, so much, and I'll see you next time. Now.